Hey mommies and daddies, today we're going to speak all things formula, how I switched from exclusively breastfeeding to choosing the right formula to switching formulas, reasons behind it, and which formula she liked. Can you tell which formula she loves? I hope you do enjoy the video. Goodbye. Chat about my journey with exclusive feeding, choosing the right formula between 0 and 6 months, and which formula I'm currently using now, and reasons why I switched and reasons why I picked that particular formula when I decided to stop breastfeeding. I had dreamed to be an exclusive breastfeeding mother for a year.
I realized that this is an accident.
When I tell you I didn't even last 6 months, guys, my reasons are valid. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed breastfeeding. Amo, she latched on from day one. She was everything. She was the perfect baby to breastfeed for a year. However, my daughter would sit, like, as months went by, I think at like 3 months, that's when I realized that this was not going to work. I can't exclusively breastfeed Amo anymore. My daughter would sit 2 hours, 3 hours on the boob. The minute she's awake. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. And I then decided that, no, I'm going to meet with the pediatrician and she's going to advise me. So I pushed it. I was like, okay, no, let me do another month. So at like 4 months, I met with the doctor and I laid down my reasons. And she understood, So then she had advised us to use the Novalec symbiotic formula. And this is what it looks like. So she advised us to use this because she was still fairly young. So the symbiotic formula that we used was for newborn to 6 months. And because we did do a follow-up, she was still using this one and currently is still using this one. However, she switched it up and I'll explain. So we're using the 6 to 12 months. But so as any new mom, I was really afraid with now starting off my infant on formula. But I trusted my doctor, and when I tell you, she forgot about the boob in no time. I stopped breastfeeding altogether and she was exclusively on formula only. I did not mix feed. Yes, I had the option to, but I decided not to, just so I don't make her tummy fussy, because certain kids do tend to have tummy problems when you mix feed, right? So I decided not to do that. So she really took the formula well. She did so well on the formula. And I was happy, I was happy for the longest of time. Hence, I did a follow-up and started using number 2 as soon as she was about 6 months. I then switched to number 2, had a lovely journey with Novalec. I would highly, highly recommend this to a mom who... I would advise any new mom who's probably having problems with supply and they're thinking of a formula. Guys, Novalec Premium Symbiotic between newborn and 6 months, I highly, 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 highly recommend. Yes, you can. There is another one that's just the Novalec newborn to 6 months, but we were advised to choose this. And with formulas like Novalec, it's always best to go to your doctor and have them prescribe or recommend a particular formula. And Novalec does not include breast milk. It doesn't include breast milk. Check out my little baby. It doesn't include breast milk. So yes, so from about 4 months to 9 months, Amo was on Novalec, and then when we went for our 9th-month checkup, she switched it. So before I go into why we switched formulas, I just want to also mention the types of formulas that are out there. So there's cow milk based formula, there's hydrolyzed formula, which is cow's milk broken down into smaller proteins to make them easier to digest. Then there's soya based and there's specialized formula, and then the specialized formula is one that's said to be prescribed by medical doctors and medical practitioners. So I guess Novolec would fall under specialized formulas. And yeah, so this is usually for babies that are premature or have digestive problems or have an allergy to cow's milk, I think. Yeah, have severe allergies to cow's milk. So our journey with Novolec was beautiful. However, guys, formula is expensive. And I had an infant that would consume 3 to 4 bottles a month. That's like over 1,000 rand, or just about 1,000 rand. So once I established that, okay, Amos doing well on formula, she doesn't have any digestive problems, colic or runny tummy or diarrhea. I think she was now about 8 months. I then decided, okay, no, let me go and speak to my doctor, and we establish, or we come to a formula that's going to be more affordable for me and she would probably still do well on. And that's how we then switched formulas from Novolec. However, guys, Novolec is good, and if you can, like, there's Novolec Junior, Novolec Pre-Care. Novolec has a huge range. So my doctor was like, girl, I think because we were so specific with Novolec, I think let's choose a formula that will also be easier for her to digest and is a little bit more affordable than Novolec. And that's how we came to Lactogen. And guys, she honestly really didn't realize that she was on a different formula. She had no diarrhea when we did the change, no digestive changes when we then switched to Lactogen. Guys, Lactogen is such a good formula as well, and I'm so happy I've had a doctor who is so patient and is informative and actually knows what's on the shelves, and she is like, she's to date, you know. So she then recommended Lactogen, and what a nice switch up, hey. Beautiful. I think as a follow-up in terms of switching, you could definitely start off your newborn to like 6 months on Novolec and then make the change to Lactogen. If there is a mom who's probably looking for something more affordable than Novolec, then this is your babe. This is the correct kind of formula to switch it up with. Although it's also said it should only be used when recommended by a doctor, which is why my doctor actually recommended it, and hence I went and used it for Amo. And I have some pros with this. I love the fact that it has a range in terms of sizing and pricing. So this is the 900 gram, and this retails for 164 rand. And then the bigger tin, which is 100, not 100. And then we have the bigger tin, which is 1.8 kg. And this is how big it is compared to this one. And it retails for 289 rand. And guys, I am loving Lactogen. The journey with Lactogen has been pretty well, and I don't think I'll be doing another switch up until she is done being a formula fed baby. And apparently it's actually recommended that they feed until they're like 2 to 3 years. So yeah, I am so happy with Lactogen, but I was very happy with Novolec as well. It was just a financial decision, and hence we switched to Lactogen, and I'm loving Lactogen as well. And I know it's also not that affordable, but it definitely is more affordable than Novolec. Please note that Lactogen also does not include any breast milk. Yes, it doesn't include breast milk, and it definitely is as good and is easy for babies to digest, which is always a plus. You don't want a cranky baby who's constantly constipated and is finding it so hard to feed and, you know, digest the formula. So this is also easy to digest, and I'm loving the journey. Should I have any issues or should I make another switch in formula, I will definitely let you know. But yes, I went from exclusive breastfeeding to Novolec newborn to about 9 months. From newborn to about 9 months, I was on Novolac, and then from 9 months till date, I am now on Lectigen, and my journey with Lectigen has proved to be a good one. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video and it was informative, and please do subscribe.